Good evening and welcome. You're watching the CNC3 News on CNC3. I'm Ria Rambali.
I am Jasper Marik with Sport.
And I'm Jamal Krampasad with your weather.
Let's tell you what's making the news tonight. A steady flow of voters in the 2025 general election, and while most citizens report a smooth process, political parties raise concerns about voter bribery, delays, and poor EBC controls.
Ahead in sport, AC Port of Spain leaves it late against Point Fortin Civic, but maintains its late push to secure Caribbean club football next season.
The heat continues, but we can expect a gradual change by the weekend. I'll have the details in tonight's weather report.
The polls are officially closed, and tonight a nation decides who will become the next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. After 12 hours of voting, most citizens praised the electoral process, reporting a smooth but at times lengthy wait period. But the United National Congress felt the casting of the ballot was plagued by numerous irregularities, its leader complaining about bribery and other problems with the EBC's mechanism in today's election. The PNM concerned about political canvassing. Now, amid the bribery allegations came news that one man was arrested with hard cash in a marginal constituency. Janelle Bernard has our Election Day recap.
From the crack of dawn, citizens across Trinidad and Tobago were determined to exercise their civic duty. On April 28th, voters queued up outside polling stations in the first general election since the pandemic. While the voter turnout won't be clear until results come in, the crowds included a number of first-time voters. Jalon Lara says he was encouraged by his mother to exercise his constitutional right.
I wasn't really into the whole politics stuff, but she told me that, now it's time that I should, be aware of what's going on in my country. And, because I'm getting older, I turn 18, so I'm becoming
relatively smooth. 79-year-old Carlos Hayes of Roxborough could have moved a bit faster.
Very nice, but like all the people that come out here, but the process is a little slow.
Carol John, who cast her vote at Cipriani Labour College, says there were no hiccups.
Everything was pretty smooth, quick, easy, in and out.
Amid citizens reporting a seamless casting of the ballot, political parties, however, claim the electoral process was plagued by voter bribery, voting delays, and poor EBC controls. Prime Minister Stuart Young says he is already expecting legal challenges from the United National Congress, depending on the outcome of today's general election. Young, who voted at the International School in Westmoreland, says that the UNC's call for an inquiry into the operations of the Elections and Boundaries Commission is just the beginning.
What I suspect that is trying to line themselves up with an excuse and to head to the courts for election petitions, which has become, unfortunately, the opposition's modus operandi. It's quite unfortunate that we see these continuous attacks, even when we're not in an election season, by the UNC on an independent body like the EBC.
But the UNC's political leader, Kamla Pasabi-Sessa, is adamant that voters were being enticed with cash, saying some voters in Moruga, La Hakita, and Talparo complained of inducements on voting day.
I've had reports from other stations that the process is very lengthy. I don't know if it's a deliberate strategy to frustrate people or just incompetence on the part of some. So it is something we are getting reports at La Hakita, Talparo. Very slow process there. Several of the constituencies where it matters most, I would say. The other reports that are coming in